So, all those who are able to gather a big crowd considered big leaders. Many cinema stars have nursed the ambition. Director Bhagiraj, T. Rajender, uh, actor Sarath Kumar, and most recently actor Kamal Hassan. So those who lust after power are many, especially from the cinema industry. But the question is, do they deserve it, or are the public unwise enough to just be drugged by the cinema attraction provided by these actors? So, if we look at MGR versus these new or subsequent actors who've tried MGR's pathway, I think many of them are making one particular error. If we compare, for example, Joseph Vijay here with MGR, look at the background. Joseph Vijay seems to be like an insta-politician, like an instant noodle, 2-minute noodle, like that. He just decides he wants to join the politics, and within about a year, he wants to jump in, and he is the boss. His own party, he's the boss, and it's like what do you call it, hero worship, he's a one-man party. After he is gone, the whole party is gone. So it's concerning that the recent trend in Tamil Nadu politics, where political parties started relying on one single person, one single personality, and once that personality is gone, then the whole thing collapses and another person starts a new one. If you look at more mature democracies, for example America, the party is bigger than the individual leader, right? So if there's Republicans and Democrats, the leaders come and go, but the party, the structure is there. But here it's like every person thinks like, tomorrow maybe, I want to be the boss of Tamil Nadu, and then just start a party, political party. So it seems like very casual and careless, and that's kind of concerning. Well, the word Vijay uttered in his speech, the ends justifies the means, which means that he is willing to almost do anything as long as he can achieve his goals. Is a concerning style of life philosophy. That is again why he easily threw out Rajinikanth as his idol. If you see all his early movies, Rajinikanth will be prominent in various forms. Now that he looks at Rajinikanth as no more use to him, he thinks that he's reached Rajini's level. So he taken up MGR as his next tool. So for him, it seems like others are just tools to be used for his own climb up a ladder. Being a nepotism kid, it's not surprising that he just considers everybody around him as a kind of a tool, including his parents, because it is public knowledge that he was literally fighting with his father, even up to the level of the courts, legal battles. But suddenly, when he felt that the end justifies the means, that means to show public he's friendly to his parents is useful, because politically useful, because public will see how the political leader is with the parents. So now he suddenly finds himself friendly to his parents. What happened to the wife, we are not sure, but that is somewhat concerning, right, for a political leader. So number one is insta-politician. MGR, many years he was in politics, and then he was thrown out, and then we all know how he eventually then rose up and so on. So MGR went through a long and arduous path in politics. It seems many of them only take the actor part, they forget his political struggles. Number one. Number two, MGR, even when he was a very early part of his acting career, even at a small amount of money, he used to share it with people. It's not something he did much later. Charity was just inbuilt in MGR. Whereas Vijay, it seems to be a recent, much more recent publicity stunt once he made a decision that he wanted to jump into politics. Before that, he was very busy buying Rolls-Royce cars and getting into trouble for tax evasion with the authorities and those kind of activities, big bungalows with big gates and so on. He was never really a public figure, never really with the people. If you compare with actors like Vijay Sethupathi, you see how close he is with people, how charitable he is, how he hugs and kisses his fans and so on. You don't have to hug and kiss your fan, but to be in a mode away from all people, except when you need something, that is a bit of a hyper selfishness, isn't it? So he himself said that, recently I thought I've been, it's selfish for me to keep all my money. We do not know that is the case, or whether the concern about income tax authorities constantly attacking was the reason for him to jump into politics to prevent such things. So these are all questions. Many commentators have mentioned that Vijay's team works a lot in building him up. It's not, it's like a natural lake or sea versus an artificial reservoir, that man-made one, right? Natural versus man-made. Okay. So this is the issue compared to in cinema, compared to heroes like Rajini, Ajit, and so on, even Kamal. Vijay has a lot of social media team, paid team allegedly, and that's where the gold coin mafia words came about, and all of them took photos with him, and that photo also circulating in the internet. So whether all this is true or not, I leave it to the readers to investigate further. Don't want to comment on that so much. So MGR, many years in politics besides being an actor. Number two, very very long history of heavy charitable deeds. All right, that also exemplified MGR. And above all, one of the key things I think MGR practiced was that he tried to show a good example in celluloid in the movie screen. So MGR fans used to always be against smoking, drinking, and did a lot of charitable activities because they saw what MGR did on screen. But Mr. Joseph Vijay, he tells on stage about drugs being not so good, but he goes out of his way to smoke in front of everybody in all his popular movies, including the recent one, Leo. Smoking and drinking away without a care. They didn't even seem to put any kind of how to say, at least any other third character saying. Even if you see Rajinikanth in Baba, he will say that this smoking drinking habit is not good for me. He will have some kind of repentance there. But they didn't even bother to put any dialogue or anything about the ill effects of alcohol and cigarettes. In fact, one would suspect that the tobacco industry might be quietly paying some of these heroes or the production houses to continue doing this under the table kind of marketing, because they are really promoting smoking and drinking. So I don't know what Vijay has to say about this, because when it's convenient for him, remember his motto is the end justifies the mean. When it's convenient for him, on political stage he will say that drugs are not good for you, but when it's convenient for him to make money in cinema, he will put cigarettes and alcohol right, left and center. Even there was quite a bit of drama in Sarkar when in the poster they put him indulging in an activity like that and marketing it to the public. So Vijay is a man who's out to win. That's his name, right? For him it's winning at all costs, and that's what's concerning. His party's name is not welfare of the Tamil people or progress of the Tamil people. Like for example, DMK, Dravid Munnetra Kalagam, is progress of the Tamil people, right? For example, I'm saying, don't jump and say that I'm a DMK supporter. I have no much business to support one group or another, or BJP or whoever it is. But you see, the name is Vetri Kalagam. So the name itself says winning is what it's all about, which is very very wrong. Politics is about equity and bringing everybody to a better level together. It's all about togetherness. It's about the public. It's not about victory, right? The whole process is not about victory, but for him it all seems about winning. It's about himself, and it's about him being a chief minister. It's about one-man party. Although he uttered some names of his committee, but he didn't really give more prominence or more elaboration on what have they done, what are they going to do to the party. It's always about himself. If you see some other actors and some other film technicians also in the audio launch, they will even make some effort to talk a bit at length at each of the team's contribution to a film. So here in the political party wise, we would have expected him to speak a bit at length at those who put in that. So with that, I end my brief comparison between MGR and Vijay. Share in the comment section if there are any other similarities and differences between them. One of my biggest pet peeves is how MGR made an effort to be an example both on and off the screen, and although people might say it's cliche or it's cringy or whatever, I still respect a lot MGR for having some principle, and he had certain self-control when he acted on screen. The modern heroes, I know maybe they want to be so-called authentic and as a gangster want to smoke and drink, but it is at least somewhere somebody can say something about it. It's not being so good and all. Even Rajinikanth for a while changed smoking to chewing gum, but recently due to commercial pressure he seemed to be dragged back into showing smoking on screen as in Jailer. Maybe the political parties need to make noise again for superstar to sort of go back to better ways, but still he's an actor, he's not a political leader, Rajinikanth so far. So he still has a bit of we can still give him a bit of a leeway. But Vijay, now that he's a political leader, I think after making it very clear he's going to join politics, he makes 2 or 3 movies with prominent violence, murders, cutting off heads and smoking and drinking, I don't know what to say. So is his administration or is his politics going to be that of opportunism, selfishness and victory? Is that all his goal? If that is so, then I worry for the generation that's following him, the attitude, and for he himself as well. So that can't be good for the future growth of Tamil Nadu and its people. These are just my thoughts, guys. I might be wrong. Do share what you think in the comment section. Take care. Bye-bye.